All right. Good morning, everyone. Afternoon, by the time you're watching this video. First, I'd like to apologize for not making it down. Um, it's in no way me being disrespectful or not wanting to be in your midst or honor the invitation. Do not take this as a way of me being disrespectful. I really wanted to be in your midst, but for some reason I couldn't make it down, so I apologize. Thank you for the invites, and for those who are looking forward to meeting with me, I promise to make up and find a way, for us to still connect as much as possible. The purpose of this video is to still make an attempt to reach out to someone who needs to hear what I'm about to share. I really like that what the Leadership Academy is focusing on is building the future. There is no better time for us to start investing in the talent ecosystem than now. And more importantly, investing in young minds and the true future of our nation, of Africa. So essentially, this is a very critical event, and you are at the core of what we are trying to achieve by developing the right mindsets for the future. So I'd like to commend the Larry Leadership Academy. I remember very many years ago when the team started this, and I'm grateful to God for Benga for not giving up on this vision. You have no idea, again, from the little time I've spent listening and learning from some of the past events, the impact and how far it's going. The second thing I'd like to say is, if you're listening to me, I'd like you to know that this is in no way coincidence. So hear me very carefully. Today may mark the beginning of a new journey for you. You may have heard a lot of things I'm about to say, but I do hope that these words will translate into life for you and for your journey. The first thing I'd like to say as regarding to the theme is succeeding is relative to purpose. There is no such thing as everyone must succeed in the same way. So you must understand that success for you will never be the same as success for your twin or your best friend or your roommates or your classmates. So it must be clear. Now, why is this important? It's important because you become more intentional about your journey when you know that your path to success is unique to your purpose and your story. So first thing I'd like to appeal, as you evolve and grow in life and learn life lessons, life principles, understand this and be very clear about it. Succeeding is very personal. Not personal to your feelings, not personal to your emotions, not personal to your aspirations, I dare say, not personal to your desire, but personal to purpose. The second thing I'd like to say about succeeding in life is that it is not a vibe, it's not a cruise, it's not about proving a point. It's not about showing your peers or your friends or your village people that you have arrived. It's actually a grave or cardinal offense against life principle to think that the reason for success is so that you can prove a point. What then should you focus on? I came out of a session not too long ago where what I'm about to share with you was a critical discussion point. Success, to put it very simple, is about solving problems that you were born for. And that's what purpose is about. The universe has a need. There are needs around you. And what marks success, what defines your purpose, is your ability to identify that need and begin to solve them. Now, how do I know this? If success was a destination, then after solving one problem, you will not have a need to solve more problems. So it's not a destination. It's not where you arrive at and you say, I'm now successful. If you take a clue into the life of businessmen, successful people, you will find that it's the way the Bible puts it, right? As Christians, we live from faith to faith, which means from one success story to another success story to another success story. And if I put it differently, it will mean that you move from solving one problem to solving another problem, to solving another problem, to creating value in different ways. And at some point you look back, you realize that you've solved a lot of problems, and then people start, calling you successful. Now, what you'll find along that journey of problem solving is that you create value so much more that you become really critical. You become a critical tool, to a lot of organizations, to people who need your services, to people who want to solve similar problems that you solve. And that's how you then get rewarded for it. That's how you then become known. People want to hear more from you. They want to pay you to deliver related service. The final thing I'd like to say about success is something that, I find very profound and is scriptural, the story of the talent that you may already know. For those who don't know the story of the talent, go and research it, because part of success is also curiosity. So go and make the research. It's in the Bible. But because for the purpose of this video, share a few things. One is the story of the talent is the story of opportunities. It's similar to my first analogy about solving problems. Because to solve a problem, an opportunity must be created. Okay? So the story of the talent, for those who are familiar with it, was about a master who gave different talents to their workers. To some they gave 2, to some 3, 5, like that. And at the end of the day, came back, it was time for accountability, which is then taking me to my point around accountability. It was time for accountability. And then, the Bible records that for those who were able to multiply their talent, more was added to them. And for those who couldn't add or multiply their talent, it was taken away from them. And this is the reality about success. Opportunities will come your way. People will trust you with tasks. People will look up to you, maybe by virtue of positions and role that you occupy, and trust things under your care. The story of the talent is not about talent. It's about opportunities. In life, you will get opportunities. What determines your destiny at the end of the day is what you do with those opportunities. Biggest learning from that story is that if you have an opportunity and you don't make the best of it, and I'm saying make the best of it, you will lose it. But if you make the best of that opportunity, more opportunities will be given to you. And that's more opportunity to create value, more opportunity to get rewarded, more opportunity to get promoted. So if you are willing and wanting to be successful on your journey, you must have a different attitude towards success, a different mindset towards opportunity. I beg your pardon. Your mindset about opportunity must be different. You must see it differently. Now, it really doesn't matter what the type of opportunity is. And I need to say here very quickly as I begin to wrap up, again, to wish everyone the best, is that opportunity can come in different forms. For a lot of young people, they look out for big opportunities, and they think that that's the best way to blow, if you know what I mean. But opportunities can come in different ways. The type of opportunities that may be given to you maybe one, as you remember in that parable. Some, it may be two. It may be small opportunity, it may be big opportunity. But whatsoever your hand findeth to do, whatsoever, that's the way the Bible puts it, whatsoever your hand finds to do it very well. Short story about my journey. I think before school, I took up an office assistant job very many years ago. Very, very many years ago. And I did that job like my life depended on it. Sometimes I wasn't proud of it because of some of the things I had to do. I'm not sure I've ever told this story somewhere before. It was supposed to be a preschool, and I was really keen. I just wanted to do something. I did the job. Sometimes I had to come to the office and do things outside my job description, which included sweeping the office, cleaning the office. It wasn't part of my scope, but I did it. And I dare say sometimes washing toilet for the office, because maybe, I did it with gladly. Did the job. But I remember the CEO then started paying attention to me, because then if I wasn't doing that, I was writing poems. I was just doing something creative. So he piqued interest. And to cut the long story short, it was from that job that I got referred to a bank when it was time for me to do my internship. It was from that bank that I got referred to where I did my NYSC, which is where I started my career from. By taking that opportunity and making the best out of it. So today, again, you see a lot of people, what they've done, the difference between one man and the other, right, is that one person has managed opportunities better than the other. Take it from me. And you can do the maths, do the tests, try it out. Two people, same opportunity, the result will be different. The key element or the differentiator is how they maximize that opportunity. Finally, I've said in so many places that I've worked, in so many places that I've had the privilege to speak, that work is not just work. Work is spiritual. Work is really not about you making money. It's not about you making name for yourself. No. Work goes beyond you having a title or putting an identity on LinkedIn and saying this is what you do. I have said that the unit measure to solving national problem is getting work right. What does that even mean? It means that if everybody will take their work very seriously and apply themselves differently and do the work the way it should be done, the quality of life will be better. I can give you a perfect example. When people sell fake drugs, you can trace it back to them not understanding the essence of that profession and not doing the work well. When you call customer care and somebody's on the other end not picking your call, where you have maybe dire need of solving a real problem, that person does not understand how their work connects to life issues, experience issues. If a doctor or those in the medical field don't apply themselves to work differently, people can be administered fake drugs. It can create issues around their organ, their system. We've heard cases of people carrying out operation, forgetting things, inside, the patient's body, and causing serious complication. Work, and trace it back. The way people should embrace work is like a calling, a purpose, something that they contribute to the quality of life, to the happiness of people, to improving the economy, to improving GDP, I dare say. So, as you go on this journey, I want to wish you all the best. Hopefully we can have some more time delve into more structured conversation, and I take questions to answer you. But know that you're not too young to start now. You can start learning, you can start having the right mindset. I know today I work for a company called InterSwitch, and the CEO started the company at a very early age after he finished NYSC. So you can start now. I wish you all the best. Once again, I apologize that I'm not able to make it down, but we will find time. I will share some of the things we're working on today around work model and how people should approach it. I will share things around mindset in the workplace, how you should approach work, how you should approach opportunities, hoping to share things around creating solutions. When you find a problem, what do you do? How do you approach it? How do you start applying yourself? And then finally, how do you create a skills journey? Skills journey is about what are the things you need to be learning to prepare yourself to be able to create real value. Someday, if we have the opportunity, I wish you all the best. Sorry again that I couldn't make it. I don't mean this in any way. I don't mean to be disrespectful to you in any way. I really wish I could be there, but unfortunately, I have an all-day engagement that will not make me be available. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your program and see you around.